Hi, I'm Sarah Borders with Benefits Compliance Solutions. Today I want to discuss the recent final rule that was released by HHS regarding Section 1557 of the Affordable Care Act, and also the seemingly opposing ruling that was released by the Supreme Court in the Bostock case. So generally what happened here is the Trump administration released rules that dialed back a lot of the provisions under Section 1557, meaning they say essentially, very basically, that these rules don't apply how the 2016 rules originally would apply, so they don't apply as broadly or to as many employers as originally was said under the Obama administration. However, the Supreme Court, a couple days later, actually ruled in favor of, in the Bostock case, that talked about that under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, that sex now includes sexual orientation and gender identity, and anything related or intertwined with sex, including pregnancy. So this is very significant because it goes beyond what the traditional viewpoint of the word sex in that statute relates to. And it will probably include a lot of different employment practices, including health insurance benefits and privileges related to employment. So what does that actually mean right now? Well, we don't really know exactly what that means definitively, but even though the final rules came out with regard to how 1557 would impact health insurance plans, really the Title VII determination is much more sweeping and it applies more broadly because it applies to basically every employer operating in the United States and in some other areas. So this may mean that a health plan cannot discriminate on the basis of sex to include gender identity and sexual orientation, which means it can't discriminate in the benefits and how they're offered. So does this mean that a plan has to cover treatments related to gender dysphoria, sex changes and the like? That's the question everybody has. And this ruling may actually mean that it does. It does mean that. But we're not certain. This is sure to work its way through the courts and other cases. And we can't give a definitive answer on any of that yet. So it's very important that you work with someone who is well versed in these laws, and this is not to be construed as legal advice. This is simply just my take on things and how they relate at this point in time. So hopefully we'll have some more clarity at some point, but it is a good idea that if you sponsor a plan, you're going to have to see if your benefits discriminate on the basis of sex to include sexual orientation and gender identity. So I'm going to write some more about this in my blog this week. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. We'll see you next time.